AVA Sports, sponsoring live stream action for Contenders. What's your knockout combination?
Okay, so hold on to your seats. Here we go. First title action of the night. 5 2-minute rounds to decide the holder of the 61 kilo K1 youth title here. Jack Purdy of Mamba Martial Arts in the red corner and Jake Catterall of Regal Fight Club fighting out the blue corner. And this is going to be fireworks.
See Purdy there in the black shorts, and Catterall with the white shorts and the black trim at the bottom. And already you can see Catterall closing the distance like he's looking to get in nice and close. Utilise the leg kicks, that low leg kick, spring out the step of Purdy.
And Purdy has not come out with as much pressure as he did against Sell. He's looking to angle off this time and maybe fight on the back foot, but now we're getting some good action as Catterall comes forward. Catterall looking for that left hook, which is a big shot for him.
But using those jabs and he's firing that leg kick at that close range. He's got such a pressuring style. He's got an amazing chin. I mean, this kid can take a shot.
Purdy's using nice angles so far. There you go again, look at that. Angling off, landing a shot and angling off. Catterall kind of walking after him. Not really cutting off the cage.
Yeah, you just think about cutting those angles. He can't follow. He's going to walk onto kicks and punches.
And this is a different Jack Purdy than we saw against Ben Sell in Contenders 19. He's come out, he's getting pressure from Catterall, but he's on his toes, he's using movement well.
I mean, Purdy shook his head there, but that was an impressive array of combinations.
Wow, these guys are throwing some heavy leather in the early going. This is the action you always seem to get here on Contenders in this 61 kg youth division. Real barn burner of a division.
Massive right hand attempt there from Catterall. But he's looking for the body shot. Beautiful leg kick.
Nice movement from Purdy.
Yeah, he's using fakes so well. He fires his hand up in the end and pumps down to the body beautifully.
And you can see he's using angles really, really well.
It's interesting to see. I mean, Catterall usually fights very tall and uses his range to keep his opponents at the end of his strikes. But, I mean, he's coming forward here. Maybe that's the game plan, Mark.
That's what I'm saying. It's quite a different Jack Purdy than we saw against Sell. He's not using pressure as much. He's on his toes. He's moving. He's cutting angles. Against Sell, he just blitzed forward. And that was great tactics because Sell needs space to be effective. But here, he's almost inviting Catterall on and using great angles of movement to kind of spin round him and land some shots.
Catterall's usually known for his close distance looping hooks, but I mean, we've seen some technical combinations from Catterall at that close distance. Purdy utilising the footwork really well, kind of dictating the pace and controlling the cage a bit better. And let's see again if we have a feel out process in the first round, and then both athletes see if they open up their game plan now, really start to sediment and blast those strikes in.
As you say, it's only the first round. There's 5 rounds with this being a title fight, so pacing is important as well. Let's see what happens here in this second round. Round 2.
Purdy again looking for the body.
Catterall said something to Purdy then as he came out. I don't know what it was, but he had a little smile and said something to him.
Nice. 1-2. Rear uppercut body kick from Purdy. Beautiful. I love the way he moves off there with that step. Oh,
he's using those angles so well, isn't he, Dean?
Yeah, he's just able to just circle off. And if you can imagine, when you circle off your opponent, they're still facing the same way as they thought you were. So you kind of hit them from a different angle. It's kind of like Oi! Big head kick. Purdy going upstairs.
Again, look. Lands a shot, evades. This is going to start to frustrate Catterall because he's not there. But now Catterall's got him up against the fence where he does his best work.
You see this often from Catterall. When he's landing and doing damage, he'll close the distance and fire to the body and to the head. And this is where the cage might be his friend. If he can cut off Purdy and really get in close and start firing to the body and the head. See there, he looks for the knee. Oh, he hit a left hook there on the tantrum.
Yeah, as you say, Catterall does some great work. If he can push Purdy back to the cage, he likes to throw big body shots on the cage, then go upstairs to the head. At the moment, though, Purdy's movement just proving a bit too much for him, though he's landing a nice knee there. Nice leg kick as well.
And I think if Catterall can land those leg kicks, he's going to have some success. He needs to slow down Purdy. At the moment, Purdy is, big knee there, Mark.
Absolutely, that was a lovely shot from Purdy.
Again, when we see Purdy, he's skipping back, almost like Muhammad Ali in there. Just evades that left hook attempt there from Catterall.
Catterall wants to land these knees.
Catterall's landing those leg kicks, but he's too close. He needs to start thinking about, he eats a big left hook. He needs to start thinking about doing it at a longer range.
You can't stop fighting.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
I think Catterall thought he'd been caught low and he turned as if to say, I need a break. But down overhead he said, you got to keep fighting until I say. Purdy in front of us here, he's got to be happy with his work over the first 2 rounds.
I mean, Purdy's been here so many times before. I mean, you can just see by the way he fights, his experience is exceptional. I mean, he's a junior IKF British title holder, great in and out footwork as we've seen. I mean, just finds his range well, and I think that's the key word here, range, Mark. Purdy is able to dictate the range, thus dictate the pace.
Yeah, his movement's been spot on so far, first class. Cutting angles, moving around the cage, keeping Catterall guessing as to where the shots are coming from and when he's going to stand and trade and when he's going to move away. Catterall, though, has had some success with landing shots, but Purdy's certainly landed some shots of his own as well as we go into the third of this 5-round title fight. Round 3, just a reminder, Jack Purdy with the red gloves, Jake Catterall with the black gloves, fighting here for the 61 kg youth title.
He's going to get a warning there for the grab.
Back in action now. Purdy, nice round kick to the body, again using that right hand as a southpaw and just angling off, nice head kick.
Look at the way Purdy moves, look at that. He just evades the punch and it immediately does damage. Boom, there we go. The head control, the movement around the Muay Thai technique there, steps off to circle your opponent round.
And he's landing some beautiful combos, knees to the body, round kicks to the body on the end of his punches.
And this is what we're seeing from Purdy. I mean, he's just got fast and has great targeting system coupled with, I mean, innate timing. It's just like he was born with timing.
Yeah, that movement's not something you can really teach. That's something that you just have.
I mean, we haven't seen the overhand from Purdy yet. I mean, that's usually a game changer. And I think what his game plan says to me that he's got to keep Catterall busy, keep him on the back foot. He's leaning back there from the expected left hook. But if Catterall can... look for the head kick, exactly what I was just about to say. If he could time that head kick when Purdy leans his head back, he could connect.
Nice left hook there from Purdy. Momentarily buzzed Catterall, but he covers up and fires back.
Catterall now breathing heavy. He's coming in big head kick, Mark.
Catterall's certainly breathing heavy. Heavy of the two. He's landed shipping some punishment here. Takes a big deep breath. He's covering up. Purdy's pouring it on now. Again, he's back on his bike, he's moving around, using that movement, nice body shots.
I mean, we're seeing Purdy, an expert at closing the distance and just get the correct times to slow down and smother a more aggressive and active opponent. And that's what we're seeing right here in front of us, Mark.
Yeah, this is a fantastic display of movement and fighting angles from Jack Purdy. And as you say, I think Catterall was starting to breathe heavy there in that third round. So let's see how this plays out as we go into the championship rounds, the 4th and the 5th round. If you're Jake Catterall, Dean, or you're in his corner, what are you saying to him now?
He needs to go back to basics, what he's good at, which is direct punches and unorthodox angles. At the moment, he's just coming straight forward. And to be honest, Jack Purdy's reading it perfectly. He needs to switch it up, start thinking about unorthodox techniques, spinning kicks, keep his distance, perhaps even use the teep, and start to use fakes as well against Purdy, because Purdy's great when he's on the inside, but when he's moving on the outside, if you can fake him, make him plant his feet to change direction and then capitalise with a head kick, I think Catterall's going to have some success there.
Catterall is just following Purdy around too much, isn't he? He's not thinking about cutting the angles and cutting the ring off or the cage off himself. And also, we've not really seen any jab at all from Catterall, and usually he uses that really effectively as a rangefinder in his fights. So here we go, round 4.
I'd like to see Catterall as well implement his low kicks. He's got such power in those low kicks, but you can see he's coming forward like the Terminator. But with somebody like Purdy, you can really circle out of danger just like that. It's a very, very bad decision to kind of walk forward like that. Nice knee there from Catterall.
Return though with a big right round kick to the body there by Purdy. Coming into the fight, I thought that Catterall would have the power advantage and maybe just be too much for Purdy, but that's certainly not the way it's playing out so far.
I'd see Catterall put that knee in. He's got a real sneaky knee that comes from different angles in the clinch. So I'd like him to sneak that knee in and take a page out of Purdy's book and actually circle off.
Oh, nice left hook on the exit there from Purdy. One thing we know about Catterall though, he's got an excellent chin. And he's going to keep coming. Oh,
there's the knee. There we go, from the odd angle, and he has some success. If he'd have moved off that centre line and not been in front of Purdy, there would have been a much better option.
Purdy's hands are starting to drop now, starting to slow down a bit maybe.
Yeah, Catterall's kind of pulling those kicks as well. I think he wants to stay close and smother Purdy.
Oh,
that was a big kick. I think that just hit the arm there, the left arm of Catterall.
That was a crack, wasn't it? Catterall is absolutely exhausted, but he refuses to let fatigue stop him as he drives forward. Purdy driving him back to the fence.
Purdy disengaging from the clinch without his hands up. If Catterall can sense that and fire that right high kick. Oh, right hand there from Purdy, landed on the mark.
That was perfect timing as Catterall threw a low kick, dropped his hands. Purdy landed the right hand. Hey, hey! Great combo again from Purdy, left hook, right body kick, and that's the end of the round.
Wow, explosive back and forth, and it was just as promised as this fight went on. You could see that all the hype was true. I mean, everyone was saying it's going to be a striking feast, a fight you don't want to miss, and we're seeing that unfold here. Both fighters coming forward, but now you can see Catterall in his corner, and he's breathing really heavy, and Purdy is standing up. So, I mean, that's a telltale sign of the cardio debt that's been kind of entwined into Catterall. And I think that's purely because he's just trying to stay so active, but walking forward, and he's kind of trying to put the pressure on, and he's throwing redundant shots that glance off Purdy's defence. He needs to look for a way in and find his timing.
It's maybe not the most educated pressure, is it, Dean? He's pressuring, but maybe not in the best way.
You can see by the replay here, Mark, look, he's just coming forward with his hands up, and he's just eating shots and leg kicks.
Yeah. I think maybe he thought coming into this fight he was going to be the more powerful and just be able to walk Purdy down. That's certainly not the way it's playing out as we get into the 5th and final round. This is for all the marbles, as they say, the 61 kg youth title belt. 5th and final round.
Gold's on the line, and both of them want it, but Catterall has got to smell it. He's got to entwine this now. He's got to come forward and land those big power hooks and that knee.
Yeah. Oh, again, big head kick from Purdy. And he's not going to just sit back and coast to victory here. He's going to try and claim this 5th round as well.
Purdy again, great with the combinations. Looks punches in bunches, and that is just keeping Catterall almost certainly busy. And all he can do is walk forward. There we go. Now we see there's the knees, the funny angled knees. Beautiful. That leg hurt. That leg kick hurt him, Mark.
Yeah, you saw there his face kind of winced a little bit as Catterall landed that big leg kick, and now he switched stances. Lands a knee.
Catterall's got to chop away at that leg. I'd like to see him chop away. Fake low, question mark kick, go high. He's got to try and do something decisive here.
Can Catterall land this big shot which could turn the tide for him? Now he's walking Purdy down.
Purdy again, just timing is impeccable. And you could argue that the defense is pretty good from Catterall, but he's just eating too much of this. Nice leg kick again, yep.
That was a powerful leg kick. That really buckled Purdy's leg.
And now he's putting his hips in it. Earlier on in the fight, he wasn't putting his hips through. There we go, he turns all his hips all the way through. Punishing leg kick from Jake Catterall.
And this is great action now from Catterall. He's really pressuring Purdy onto the cage. Oh, look at that though. Great movement there from Purdy to get away. And he fires back with some of his own. These guys are giving it their all, Dean.
Purdy using that leg. I love the way he lifted his knee up to fake it and then fired the T-pat. He's really setting up all of these strikes and is using his timing and his footwork to make them impeccable.
Wow. 10 seconds. Can anyone land anything important in the last few seconds? Here
Both fighters going at it. Both in the pocket. Big knee there from Purdy as Catterall rinses over.
Hurt Catterall.
Oh! Big kick from Purdy at the bell.
What a way to finish that fight, and what a fight.
I mean, that was just amazing. I mean, it went 5 rounds, but that was just an absolute striking feast, and we couldn't get enough of that food, Mark.
Nah, man, that was beautiful. That was every inch the fight they thought it would be. And now we're going to find out from the judges who's won Ben Sell's vacated 61 kg title, and who will reign the division and face the next challenger in line. Dennis Turner there in front of us from Mamba Martial Arts over in Suffolk and Ipswich. Seems happy with his charge. Thinks he's done enough. Let's see, shall we? And this is a nice touch. Ben Sell's in the cage, and I think he's going to present the belt to the guy who's won it and will carry it after his reigns come to an end.
You see from the replay here, these beautiful knees and that low kick there, and Catterall got out of range. He needed more of that. He really needed to start to put things together. He was just spent most of his time defending, but there we see the beautiful body shots. But again, Purdy with his angles. You see what? Oh, beautiful head kick.
I think a knee hurt Catterall right at the end there. He certainly seemed to sort of duck a little bit, and then he got caught with that head kick right at the end as well.
As the judges consolidate the scores here to determine the K1 youth title at 61 kilograms here at Contenders. I mean, that was the first fight of the main card, and it could have easily been a main co-main. That was just such a beautiful fight to watch.
Here we go.
Ladies and gents, give it up for PURDY 797 today. And future of our sport. Ladies and gents, after 5 hard-fought rounds, we have a split decision. Your winner and the K1 Youth Champion,